before. It makes you feel a little better about yourself.
Yeah, it looks like we do have the second half going live here. So now we have DRS on the red side, MTS on blue. MTS with that 2-0 lead. Let's see how they decide to roll out here, going ramp room, so always something different for Harblu. He's keeping his back to choke. Let's fly out and see what some of this other action is. Sweater goes down early once again, but if this is a longer fight, he'll be back here in no time.
Rainy trying to go in for the stab right there on the combo, but caught out. As quite a few players now going down for DRS. They lose AVC, they lose Mustard Overlord. Cabler stayed alive, but needs to get out of there and does succeed in that. However, is going to be chased down by Pyro and Scout right there. Scout has out. That's Soda Pop, or that Criticola right there. We'll see if Squid can follow up on it, but not able to do so. It kind of hurt right there and will fall back.
Yeah, DRS just ended up bleeding a little too many players there. Harblu with good positioning, stayed healthy.
So sorry, not mix up, MTS. I was looking at Harblu, of course. MTS coming in here. Oh, they do lose their heavy use drop before that Uber can get popped off. But both Ubers now exchange. There's a spy right behind the blue Uber, but caught out right there. So Rainy goes down. Blue going to fall back through choke as Red right now doing a good job spamming them down, and DRS will successfully defend second right here.
Yeah, DRS now trying to move forward here, but with the player count being even and the Uber charges being non-existent at the moment, it's hard to just break through this choke. Sometimes you can go garage, and actually, in fact, that's what Blue seem to be doing, rotating hard. Red haven't quite figured it out. Okay, there they go. Now they're like, oh wow, nobody's at choke. And you can see the players rotate pretty hard over. So both teams have ended up switching positions. Rainy gets taken out again.
That critical comes in, but not able to do anything when you have so little health. A Scout, and down goes Pretzel to a headshot. Axiomatic has definitely had his way with him. Mercer, however, taking down Axiomatic. The sight line of the garage, so important for pushes. So we'll see if she's able to secure that. But right now we have the Battle of the Minis, as the rest of Blue has rotated back to choke.
Yeah, Ubers were used as well, but nobody was able to get through choke. Now we do have a banner out.
Just like me, too busy talking about minis to notice the Ubers.
Yeah, watching the silhouettes. Maybe that's an upgrade to the spec plugin as well. Make them blink when they're Ubered or something. But now Blue is going to try to force their way through choke. They do get Sweater. Now the heavy down as well. So MTS, just Flamingo up. And now they're going to be able to capture second point here with 3 minutes down in this half. Look like they want to go forward, as well they should, considering that Harblu is seconds away from Uber charge. Pops it immediately. Must have been holding that right button down. They got a lot of pressure on point here, but a lot of reinforcements are coming. They need to get time on the point. They need to get other players in here supporting. There comes Squid getting the critical kill on first K-Player and then Mustard Overlord. Noko on the point. Should be able to get a sap on this mini sentry. It doesn't matter though. That is a wipe. And now we go to 3-0 for MTS. So we hit the time limit on that first half. Only got 2 rounds captured. But MTS start things off here with a quick round win.
Yeah, and despite the 0 score, it's been ridiculously close for both of these teams. Just MTS has been better at their final pushes, whereas DRS just hasn't been able to, even though they've gotten to last a few times now.
Yeah, we'll see if Sweater can survive a little bit more here. Does have Harblu helium, was able to survive long enough for that. Leaves the health pack up and pushes in with a bunch of stickies. Still taking a ton of damage, 24 health, barely surviving. And now finally taken off, but look at the work done in the meantime. Nobody left for DRS. Somehow, though, they're almost capturing the point here. There we go.
Yeah, physics, how does it work? But there we go. Everybody down for DRS. Point of quickly reverting right there. Is Harblu does have that 100% Uber, but doesn't have any heavy classes to push forward onto second with it. Noko is already standing there, so she's going to get that domino effect, but we'll have to contend with Flamingo and the rest of DRS, who's actually going to come up here and try to contest.
Yeah, they're going to use the Uber critical Scout once again. Jolson gets right on top of K-Blair. And I think that was a good strategy by MTS. They kind of lured him into a sense of false security by only sending Noko, not really having any other players pressuring the point. Also sent their soldier out really early to try to keep some sort of early pressure on a couple of those players.
So in another good position right now, Hardblue up with about 30% Uber advantage as K-Blair did go down, just now respawning and getting that charge going. And we're going to see another push from MTS here soon with that nice advantage, considering they are building right now in upper lobby. Gonna have to watch out because there's a spy on the loose. Rainy looking to get something this game.
They are Boston.
Does actually get panic right there.
So blue team is using that Boston Basher to build really quickly. We actually have the quick fix out here for K-Blair, trying something else.
Oh.
Yeah.
Taken down by Squid right there with that Criticola. In comes some support on the point, though. Looks like spun up heavy coming from water is going to make this really difficult. Hardblue, though, is still alive with his heavy, so those overheals are going to be essential here. He does go down to a headshot. Axiomatic doing nice work right there. Mustard Overlord finishing off Pretzel. That's it.
Yeah. That was a good frag by Jolson, getting the medic nice and early, but the heavy weapons did good work, and Mustard Overlord put an end to Squid's spree pretty quickly, so that was very helpful as well. I don't know what Pretzel was doing there. It seems really slow to pick up the scout running through choke, and they lost a lot there. I mean, if he would have been spamming that choke side, that would have been a lot of pressure, and I think they could have held on to that, to be honest.
Yeah, that's a really weird play right there. We're going to have a jump in from the soldier who Tix actually goes for the point instead of maybe a medic pick or something. Did delay a little bit, but really not enough. Blue is going to push here through lobby. They're about 70%. Uber charge. Now, K-Blair did go back to regular Uber, so he is going to have some time, but we have a back cap going on.
Fantastic play there by Rainy. Realized that it was just light off there and jumped down, got the frag, sapped the gun. Red DRS getting really aggressive here. I don't know if they've seen this spy. No! Noko! Huge stab there on K-Blair, who had like 90%, somewhere in that range. But that puts a stop to that.
Huge play right there because that back cap allowed Red to get some more time and get that Uber close. We do have the Uber popped, though, onto last. Nobody's here except poor Flamingo, who goes down. Fathom doing crazy amounts of work on Pyro, and that is going to be another round to MTS.
Yeah, that does take us to 4-0 for MTS. Noko, exceptional spy there, great backstab. And then also Mustard Overlord was like staring away from that lower entrance in the last point and setting a trap. And then all of a sudden he had like 3 players on him. So he got taken down extremely quickly. Heavy was also trying to like ninja, so there was nobody there for DRS.
So it's do or die time right now for
Pretty
DRS. Got to win this mid-fight. They're coming out here very aggressively. We'll see if they can hold it. As Carabelli taking a ton of damage and actually goes down right there. Finished off by Panic as everybody is finished off right there. Complete wipe at mid.
Yeah, the consolation post-death kill on Flamingo. And Squid can't keep his mouth shut this game. Unequipped try-hard pistol. I don't think you can really complain about much when you're up 4-0, though. That's just my personal view on sportsmanship, but hey. I do want to point out one thing about that last fight. Hardblue, just with exceptional game sense, was in on that choke side, and you know, as a medic, you're kind of hugging the walls, strafing back and forth, left and right, and then realized all of a sudden, like, I can't go as far right as I normally can. Nobody was around him except for the spy on the other team. Whipped out the needle gun, you know, was like, maybe not, but they knew that spy was there because Hardblue, just great game sense. Now they're coming in with this Uber charge, though, looking to just put this match out of commission. Somebody's on the point, but Hardblue does have to back up. That is Panic, the soldier, a.k.a. Faker. Still underneath, but Mustard Overlord's going to rotate around. Mustard takes a rocket in the face for his troubles, but is going to be able to survive.
Yeah, so a bit of a messy push coming out there, but DRS is able to stay barely alive. They just now get some respawn, so that will help. As right now, Pretzel going a little bit crazy here on to defend second, getting a couple Ks. We'll see, though, Hardblue did survive.
Yeah, I thought maybe they saw Rainy sneaking in. In the end, I think infiltrates successfully, but Light Off does see him decloak. That Dead Ringer comes out. Blue is pushing forward, though, controlling that lobby. Very important staging area here. Metagun versus Metagun, but Hardblue has a full charge. Yeah, stab was out. I was like, what? Oh, God. But no, not on hard blue, just on light off. And pushing in here, Sweater still pretty healthy, 150 after that Uber has faded. There's a heavy for red team on defense right behind the point. And
Cable goes down to a pill right there from Sweater. Nice positioning. However, Tix is going to push out of lobby right here, try to follow up and kill Hardblue, who did take a bit of damage out of that, but mostly good positioning by red here, even though they did lose K-Blair.
If they can keep the frags going here, though. Oh, and then, oh, yes, very excellent team play there. Squid must have obviously told Noko, I'm going underneath. Then Noko wrapped around from the point and got a backstab on the heavy weapons guy while he was distracted. This could be the end of it. Oh, as Pretzel, Sugoi Boy, comes up from underneath, gets on the point, just needs to look forward, get some frags here, and they finish it off. There we go, MTS 5-0, taking care of business, but it was a very much back and forth game. They only need 11 minutes in the second half, but fantastic plays by them throughout to take this match on DRS fighting. But in the end, MTS is the Mr. Wolf in this scenario, cleaning everything up, taking care of business.
I gotta say, I called it with Noko. Just gonna say, if you go back and see the video, I said she's gonna, well, I said she was my, obviously, spy pick. But yeah, she did a great work. Rainey was a little less active, less effective in this game, but she did a great job, again, with that revolver, and then also just positioning. I think the sniper battle was amazing. We saw some great snipes out of both, and I take back my claim that Marissa was going to handily wipe up Axiomatic. I don't know if I said that, but so Axiomatic definitely kept her in her place, but lots and lots of really nice snipes going on.
Yeah, stats were thrown up in the chat, but looks like that's actually for the second half. I'm not sure if stats are easily available for the other half. Let me actually should probably pull them up right here. Yeah, in the second half, it actually was pretty even between Rainey and Marissa. But however, looking at the first round stats, the first half, 38 frags for Marissa, while Axiomatic had 16. So that certainly tells you something about that.
Also, gotta hand it to Squid, who was doing crazy amounts of damage with that critical, mixing up the meta of Highlander. Love it. Also getting a lot of those Ubers to push in and pressure opposing medics. So K-Blair just having a rough day.
Yeah, it was really great strategy by Hardblue and Squid to pull that together because you want to take territory, you want to get out there, you want to do work. I mean, that's basically it, especially on Scout. So the Uber charge helps him get that penetration, helps him get in there. Then obviously the Criticola just helps him spit out insane amount of damage very, very quick. So Kip, what map do we got coming our way next week?
Oh my goodness,
On,
let me check on that.
Koth or Payload? I think maybe we're on Koth. Perhaps Asheville, off the top of my head.
It is Asheville. Good call on that.
Nice, nice. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for tuning in. We will be back next week at the same time, same channel. Shout out to Hardblue, who's just joining us in the chat here real quick. Good job, MTS. Good job, Hardblue. Yeah, catch our matches next week. Also, catch our matches, the archives on our YouTube channel, /ComFT. Lucky Luke has the week off. Might do some I-49 post-produce flashback videos. And I might do some ESCA coverage myself this coming week. Shout out to Kip's YouTube channel, Falafel1066. And I always have to look up your Twitter. What's your Twitter, Kip?
At KipTF2.
There you go. No underscores, no nothing?
No, nothing. Just straight.
As easy as that. Our Twitter is at eXtelevision. Once again, thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I am eXtine, and I will see you next time. Peace out!